Our next bout in the 189-pound category. From 10th round boxing in the red corner, let's give it up for Mohamed Nashnoush.
Well, here we go in our last, well, not our last, second to last bout of the evening.
Co-main.
And we just crowned our heavyweight champ. Man, that guy was bigger in the ring than I thought, man. Jeez.
He's a well-deserved champion. You got good champions tonight.
He will be facing off from the blue corner from Gator Boxing. Let's give it up for Angel Soria.
Angel Soria from Gator Boxing.
I love it. Energy's high for this one.
Yes.
It looks like our two fighters are ready to make the ground shake. One more time, let's give it up for Mohamed Nashnoush and Angel Soria.
Really anxious to see Mohamed here inside the champion's ring. He's been really anxious and on top of me about trying to get him in. And we are here finally. And man, really excited for this young boxer out of Coach Pedro Rivera's gym, 10th Round Boxing. You know, I know he's been around quite some time and produces some great athletes. Angel Soria from Gator Boxing. I don't know too much about their gym and their team, but they stepped up, and here we are. Here we go, round one.
And at 189, good matchup of height versus.
Oh, that was a glove tap right hand.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, right. Oh.
Angel made him pay for that.
Care,
Angel
yeah.
made him pay for that.
Angel's like, let me stay calm, cool, and collected, and just unleash this two-piece.
Uh-huh.
Very composed. Good jab from Mohamed.
Both of these guys bringing some heat.
Yep, the explosiveness. Very impressed by Angel so far. He definitely knows how to fight as the shorter guy. Good jab coming from Mohamed.
Uh-huh.
Keeping that stick out there.
Touching him.
Uh-huh.
Touching him.
Not making it easy to gain any ground. What impresses me, too, is Angel's arms are actually way longer than they look. It looks like he can still reach him from a distance.
Yeah, he's still able to reach Mohamed, even though Mohamed's got what seems like the height and the reach advantage.
Right.
But
oh, an up jab.
Angel finds a way to get in there.
Yeah.
Nice right hand on the inside.
Chopping little right hand. And a very clean break.
Both these guys with good power.
Yep. Good shots by Mohamed. Angel's coming forward, but not lazy. Still being sharp.
He's like, man, why'd he hit me? We were clinched up. And I guess that's a game that is part of the boxing game too, right? Like when you clinch up with somebody, what is your take on that? Like,
yeah.
Like you gotta obviously keep fighting there and understand that it's still a fight until the referee breaks you. Right?
Yep. Like stick to them like glue. Cut off some different angles just by being close and by wrestling, but then also finding your own. Once you're on the inside, you just got to find those little pockets where you can land very sharp shots, where you're not putting your arm into it, you're just rotating your hips.
Do you play games where you kind of get in on somebody and you maybe you clinch with them a little bit, making you think you want to clinch and then you break and hit.
Yep.
Is that kind of a game
That
too?
veteran tactics right there.
Right.
Sometimes it's hit and then crowd forward so they can't return fire, but
Okay.
then release so you can throw your own and then
Okay.
repeat it and repeat it. Man, these boys went to war in those last 30 seconds.
Yeah. They touched gloves like, hey, I'll see you in
Yeah.
round 2.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the next round. Yeah,
Impressive
no,
stuff.
that's always something that I think about too in the clinch work, because boxing's not like a sport with like MMA where you have so many different facets of takedowns, single leg, double leg, ankle pick. You got so many different things of what you could do on the ground. So many that's not even considering the stand-up stuff. In boxing, you have literally 2 tools, 1 hand and 2 hand.
Yep.
And then but you have some other things like the clinch that you can use. So
Yes.
that's one thing I was wondering, and I was obviously asking your expert opinion in that clinch. Do you use a strategy of catch and release and hit, or how do you go about your strategy on that?
Yep, there's a lot of different techniques. I always grew up loving Joe Frazier, loving the inside short guys. So being on the inside, being chest to chest or being shoulder to shoulder, and finding those little angles where you're safe, where you can land punches, it's all part of the game plan. But a lot of the times, just like that big left hook, a lot of the times you got to hit, you got to control them, you got to hit, smother them, got to keep that repeat going. And that's annoying as hell for the opponent.
Yeah. Yeah, you were saying one of your favorite boxers, Joe Frazier, right?
Yep, most definitely. Nothing like Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe, baby.
Smoking Joe.
He was the guy with kind of like that shell, right? He was able to kind of
almost like that shell, but always coming forward, always bobbing and weaving forward.
And weaving and kind of getting in that shell where he wasn't getting hit.
Yep.
And he was able to hit on the inside.
And he will get to your chest. He was a shorter heavyweight too. So he had to learn to come forward, move his base forward, and deal with these 6-foot monsters when he's 5-something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was telling Kevin Johnson, our last heavyweight who just fought. Being a smaller heavyweight, I said, man, you were doing great on the inside there. Jeez.
Yeah,
This
big
fight's
shots
getting
being
intense.
landed, yeah. Angel landed some shots when he gets inside, but Mohamed's still boxing effectively, moving around. It's coming out of 10th round, so I know he's got a good jab, educated jab back there.
Uh-huh. You know Coach Pedro Rivera?
Not enough. I haven't been in 10th round enough, but
yeah,
they're big in the community.
He's been around originally from Philly, and used to be up at Frankie Edgar's gym up in that area.
Yeah.
And he said he had the pleasure of coaching alongside Ricardo Almeida and some of the coaches for Frankie there. So did you see that, man? He stepped on his shoe.
Right.
Is that another boxing
like
trick?
you said, veteran tactics. Veteran tactics. If the ref don't call it.
Step on the shoe, hit him with the left hook.
I'm impressed by Mohamed. Again, still staying on the outside, just popping that jab off, trying to keep his distance. Angel's finding his spots to get in where he can land those hooks and those shots with his long arms and playing around a little bit, having a good time. But again, as an outboxer, Mohamed is looking beautiful too. Straight shots. Those ones fell a little short, but still looking smooth in there. Lands a 1-2, eats one to land it. Good little uppercut. Takes the left hook to land that one.
Ooh, nice jab from Angel.
Yeah. Oh. Angel's got a crazy fastball. When he wants to sit down on those punches, they come out quick.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, he does. Yeah, Angel Soria.
Very nice. And you said that Gator Boxing?
Gator Boxing. Have you heard of them?
No. They're around these parts?
No, I'm not sure exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, glad to have him. He's making his debut.
Yeah, good showing so far.
In the Champions Ring, and glad to have him. He's under Coach Everett Saywin. 20 years young for Angel, and even younger. Mohamed Nashnoush, 19 years old.
Wow.
So both of these young guys with a bright future in the sport, I think they could both be in possibly lighter weight classes if they wanted to move up into the higher ranks, you know. But in the amateurs, it's like, hey, who cares? Let's get in here. Let's get the experience.
Yep. Yep. Let's get as many fights as possible.
Yeah.
Some issues with the shoes. Maybe some shoelaces got untied. All right, round 3. Mohamed immediately coming out with a snappy jab, flicking it out there. Angel with a lightning fast left hook to the body. Some combinations upstairs too.
Yeah, I heard Angel's corner and some of his teammates talking to him about he needs to score points.
Yep.
They said puntos, puntos.
Right.
You know, in Spanish that means points, and he needs to score points, and that's what he needs to be getting this fight under control. I'm not sure he'll be able to do it any other way. Mohamed might be ahead on the scorecards.
Yep. Angel's a very sharp fighter, hopping back from shots, reacting very quickly. But Mohamed just beautiful footwork, staying light, floating around, still landing his long shots.
Nice right hand from Angel there.
Yeah. Found that left hook to the body. He's got a little home for it right now. Ooh, chopping little right hand by Mohamed.
It's one thing about boxing, you know, that I feel like you can do it in MMA, but in boxing, I feel like you can do a little more. Just have a little more fun, showboat a little bit.
Yeah.
If the punch goes by, you can see it.
Yeah.
Admire it a little bit.
Right.
You know? But yeah, we've seen a couple of those, couple of the showmen out tonight.
Yes. And hey.
So that was what I was talking about earlier. Like, do you clinch up, and then once the guy's like, he's gonna break it, then I can smack him.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I saw right there.
If the ref don't get in there, it's live.
Okay. I don't know. I'm curious to hear what McCallion would have said to him right there. Like, hey, you hit him late, but I didn't break it. So.
Exactly. Man, good round. That forward pressure from Angel. It's just so sharp.
Body.
Woo! And a little combination right there. Keep the forward pressure coming. Short little left hook. But Mohamed wants to take it. He's going to keep throwing to this combination. He wants to put a stamp on things. Very nice. Down to the wire. Beautiful fight.
That wasn't a bad one. That was a good last round for both guys.
Yeah.
I don't know who really, you know, I don't know. Who do you give it to, man? I'm gonna let you make the call.
What a spectacular showing. Let's give it up one more time for Mohamed Nashnoush and Angel Soria.
I'll tell you what, two great fighters that I'm excited to have back on.
Yeah.
These two gave us a very exciting match, and I don't think we made enough noise. Let's give it up one more time for our fighters! Absolutely spectacular, but you know the fight is getting good when even Dustin Porter, our ringside doctor, has to stand on his feet. This was amazing. A great show. You can see the sweat on the mat. This was a spectacular showing where nobody gave in, nobody gave up, and you can see the heart and soul of these fighters being poured onto every punch. All right, that doesn't mean it was an easy fight to judge. And one more time, our referee has done a great showing of making sure that everything is fair, that everything is evidently spectacular, and that our officials have the opportunity to count everything clearly and with all the technical parts that you can see here. I am impressed at the speed at which these two can throw the technically correct punches that they were seeing. The footwork they had, it was amazing, amazing to watch. So if you missed it, oh my God, you have to watch that replay because it is going to be spectacular. All right, we have our results. By unanimous decision, this fight goes to our fighter from the blue corner. Let's give it up for Angel Soria!
Wow. Okay. I don't know if I seen it going that way, but that was a good call. That was power punching versus volume.
Yep.
Right. And I mean, another time in the night we saw it go the other way. Right. With volume versus power punching. So.
A spectacular bout worthy of one more big round of applause. Let's give it for Mohamed Nashnoush and Angel Soria.
Great job for Angel Soria. I'd look forward to having him back inside the Champions Ring as well.